Hi, my name is Cole Zarek. I make music. I've been doing it for about 4 years, and I want to talk to you guys about 5 tips that I have for you to get to a sweet spot of making music independently. Okay, so the first tip that I have for you guys is really important, and it's to start small. What I mean by that is to take initiative where you have the capacity to. I honestly think there's not a lot that's stopping you from making music if that's genuinely what you want to end up doing. The way that I started small is I had a Lenovo. I did not have a Mac. I had a PC. It had a computer mic. I found out, I went on SoundCloud, and there was a guy in my high school who rapped, who did music. And this goes for any type of music, not just hip hop. But he did hip hop, and I was like, hey, what software do you use? He used something called Mixcraft that I completely recommend because I believe it's free on Google. I started with Mixcraft 6. So I had a computer mic, I had a computer, I had software, I had the means to create my own music. The quality was extremely low, but I knew that if I kept pressing and creating, that I would become a better creator. I would become a better writer, a better rapper, a better singer, and I knew I would progress as a musician, and I would be able to justify upgrading and investing in that. There's no point in investing in yourself as a musician if you don't have any virtuous talents that you haven't cultivated over a year of continuously working on them. That's my first tip, is I think you should start small. What's stopping you? All right, so my second tip is finding out how to do all this. YouTube is your college. I went on YouTube for everything. You just gotta find out what to type in on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to record, I would type in how to record vocals in Mixcraft 6. Something would come up, and I would watch the tutorial and click the same buttons that they clicked, and I would learn how to do that. YouTube was my biggest source of how to do stuff, and it still is today. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of this platform to where you can just click off this video and go learn something completely new, and then practice and practice and practice, and then have that skill. Tip number 2 is use YouTube like a college. All right, let's move on to tip number 3, which is focus on improving yourself as a musician. Like I said before, improve your craft before you focus on taking that next step of maybe financially investing in some equipment or in some studio time. If you prioritize the quality of your lyrics, the quality of your voice, and you work on these things, then you have something to go off of, that you have something to justify upgrading. First and foremost, tip number 3, it's improving your craft. Let's move on to tip number 4. Take it upon yourself to learn everything about what goes into your music. I think the biggest thing that's gone into giving me the freedom to create music whenever I want with my own means is because I've taken the time to go out and learn about the things that I would have to hire someone to do. Things like cover art, things like distribution, or mixing, mastering, advertising. These are things that all come into play about either making your music or getting it out there. I took it upon myself to learn at least the basics. Certain things like cover art, I learned the basics of, got it done, so I didn't have to reach out to people to pay people to do my cover art for me. And because of that, I learned that I really enjoy making cover art. I kept making cover art, started making t-shirt designs. I am now a graphic design student, and that's what I love doing. So take it upon yourself to learn about everything. Give everything a chance. Give advertising or marketing a chance to for you to learn about the basics of that, because you never know what you're gonna end up really enjoying about the experience. That's tip number 4. Take it upon yourself. Learn about everything. Learn the basics of everything. You have YouTube, there is no excuse. So tip number 5 is more of a goal and ambition, is to reach this sweet spot for lack of a better term. Sweet spot sounds so stupid, but it's honestly a sweet spot because I feel like I am in a sweet spot right now where I have practiced and learned. I've not learned everything, absolutely not. Like I think I've just like chipped away like the smallest bit of knowledge, but I feel like I'm in a sweet spot where I have the means, the knowledge to know how to record, to mix, to master all my music. I've gotten to a point where I'm comfortable and I'm proud of the production of the beats that I make, and I can create my own music, my own album. I can distribute it, I can advertise it, I can create cover art that I'm proud of and didn't pay any money for, and I can do it all on my own dime and my own time and not rely on other people for it. This sweet spot is basically the freedom to create. So that's tip number 5. It's the sweet spot. It's the goal. It's one of the goals. Even just like purchasing adequate equipment is like, I bought a Rode, the microphone I have now. This is my roommate's microphone. I did have this microphone when I first started, this Yeti. It's a Blue Yeti, and that's what I did to kind of upgrade. But I upgraded again, which made me feel like I was in this sweet spot, to a Rode NT2A and a Scarlett condenser audio Scarlett audio interface. It's not the most expensive thing alternative to have, but they give me the means to create high quality music and recordings. So I feel like I'm in a sweet spot, and I think it's incredibly valuable to get there as a musician or as a creative, as an artist. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if any of these tips ended up being helpful in your journey, where you are at as a musician or a creative. Also, I do want to mention I put out a brand new song on iTunes. It's called Yoda. Also, the music video came out on my channel here on YouTube. I just want to plug that because worked really hard on the song, and I'm really proud with how it turned out. I worked with my friend Josh on the video, and he did the cinematography. So go check that out if you haven't seen it. And thank you for stopping by the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Hey! Wow, this camera is really heavy. You thought I was gone. You thought the video was over. Lucky for you. We get to hang out some more. Okay, you ever write an assignment for school, like a paper or an essay, and you have to fill up space because it's like you wrote, it's like write a 10-page paper, right? And then you write 7 pages, and those 7 pages were like super well thought out, well executed, and then you get done with them, and then you check all the pages. As you can see, I'm talking very slow intentionally. Moving on. You see that you only wrote 7 pages. And you're like, shoot! I'm not gonna get a good grade, or I can't turn it in if it's not 10 pages. Well, thanks to this new YouTube algorithm, the videos that aren't 10 minutes long probably do about 50% less. People don't see them. It doesn't pop up on people's homepage or their subscriber. It'll like, if you don't bell the channel, you won't be notified when I put out new content. Unless it's like 10 minutes long, then it's more likely to do better. People are more likely to see it. And that's what I want. Is I want people to see my videos. So that brings us to this whole awkward exchange. Has it been 30 minutes yet? Is this video 10 minutes yet? I don't know, we can walk around. This is my house, this is my room. This is kind of boring now. That's Josh, he's my roommate. Josh, what do you have to say now?
What's up?
Sup? It's gotta be 3 minutes.
What are you doing?
I gotta make this video 10 minutes long.
For what?
For YouTube.
What video are you doing a new video or?
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for bearing with me on this. My name's Cole Zarek. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.